So we're going part 2 for the people looking at me like I'm crazy because this time I'm parked right next to a cart thing. Hello, it is I, your Sampai. First of all, before I get into the main topic that I wanted to cover today, if you live in Arizona and you drive like a psychopath when it's rainy, you are the worst kind of person. I've run into so many people today who just stop because it's raining. They just put on their brakes like they need to be 12 miles away from the car next to them. Topics that I wanted to cover today. One, there was a mistake with the scheduling and my surgery. Apparently it was supposed to be the 9th. So I won't be doing the surgery until the 21st of this month, which kind of sucks because that puts my schedule way far behind. One of the things I wanted to cover today was, for the first time in quite a long time, I have an original story idea. Before, I was kind of working on something. It was a fan comic for Bungo. Because fan work seems to get so much bad stigma, I decided that I didn't want to put it under my name or have it associated with me in any way. And it's not like I'm ashamed of it, like it's not gross or anything, it's just I didn't want it associated with me because I didn't know what people would think. There's people looking at me. I'm scared. I started working on it pretty much right after I finished watching the show. It's a good show, so I did a lot of research on some authors. The first one I made wound up being a character that was already in the show. I didn't remember that she was there, but oh well. I wound up doing this fan work, and everything's still queued up until like the very, very beginning of February. I'm not trying to put that on the back burner or anything, because I do love that story and I want to keep going with it. But as of right now, like, it doesn't have my attention the same way it used to. And it seems like I keep trying too hard to do things in that style, and it's not my style. So everything's suffering for it. I need to learn to accept my style a little bit more before I think I can do more with that story. There's somebody putting cards away. So this new story, I'm not going to do too many like spoilers on, and there's another lady putting her stuff away. Can't really say that there's any spoilers because there's not really a story so far. I'm thinking of making it very like fairy tale anime, where there's not really any main story. There's no main plot. It's just arc after arc after arc, and it's fun to watch. Like, I don't feel obligated to be invested in this huge story. And while it's really, really, really good, and I'd still watch it, I don't feel obligated to watch it. It's fun to watch. So I kind of wanted to do that kind of thing. There's a car parked next to me, and it's running, and I'm scared. Oh, it's this lady. Never mind. We're all good. I wanted to make it similar to that, where it's like, I don't feel pushed to stick to a story or worry too much about details that were in the past, because I don't need to really work forward towards anything because it won't be a big old plot. And I think it'll just be a lot more fun to write all around. The story is basically a big mashup of some ideas that I had before and some character ideas that I've had before. And I'm going to do something with this story that I haven't done in a long time, which is kind of age the characters, because before it's this like I said, it's this big plot, and it usually takes place like within a year or 2 or 3. Nothing too... It's not a huge length of time, and where there are huge lengths of time between, you don't have to see every single detail. But this one I wanted to kind of age the characters and have this character meet a whole bunch of different characters and not be... They're not all gonna stick around, they're not all gonna be main characters, so I can have fun with characters temporarily and then move on from them. If I need to or want to, and the ones that I want to keep will stick around. This one I'm kind of doing with my friends. If you go look at... I'll link her Tumblr down below. If you go look at A Friendly Badger's Tumblr, she's got a whole bunch of art from that story in there, and it's so cool. I love her art. If you're on Tumblr, please follow her. She's amazing. I've been talking to a friend about maybe doing the backgrounds because I suck at backgrounds, and then me doing the main characters and dialogue and everything. That covers everything for this time. See what happens next week. Excited about this story. Also, if you're not following me, my Tumblr will also be linked down below, as well as my other social media if you're not following that. There's a whole bunch of art and everything on there. So if you're interested in that, that'll be there. I think that'll do it for this time, guys. Bye!